Good morning, my crypto peeps. This is Paul McNeil, the Crypto Curator, bringing you today's top 3 news articles. Of course, I'll get started with the market. Things are still looking pretty good. I think there's a couple of issues that are still lingering out there, even though everything looks like it's in the red. Compared to Friday, things are looking in the green, believe it or not. Bitcoin's at $7,800, Ethereum 246. You see the chart there. The main point of this is that we're waiting to see what the SEC is going to say about the ETFs, and it's going to be one of my articles this morning, so I don't want to get too much into it. Let me go to the first article of the day, and it starts out with just this one. Check this out. 732 Bitcoin addresses own at least one BTC. As Charlie Lee said, everyone should work to own one Bitcoin. That's the main goal. That's the point. But what I found interesting in this is that right here, the top 100 addresses are seeing more inflows than outflows. And that's going to happen, right? Those people that have money will be able to put money into digital assets. Those that won't. They're pretty much stacking sats, the Satoshis, the lowest form or the lowest unit of a Bitcoin. Whereas other people that have tons and tons of cash, they can continue to accumulate at this phase. Point being, this is a time for accumulation. This is not a time not to accumulate. Okay, and this is why. The SEC is looking to draw a conclusion on the VanEck ETF within 24 hours. Will Bitcoin rise or fall? That's the question. And one of the things I want to point out in this article is that Jake Chervinsky says this: the SEC delayed the Bitwise Bitcoin ETF 2 days ago, but still hasn't made a decision on VanEck. This is unusual. The SEC would normally handle both ETFs at once. The VanEck deadline is next Tuesday. I still think delay is overwhelmingly likely, but the timing has me curious. So if Jake is curious about what's going on, you better be curious about what's going on. One thing to note, if you want to know more about this and dig into it, go to coingape.coin. That's where you can find out. When the previous article is at bitconnects.com, check that out. The last article of the day is going to be about 30% of Americans have over $5,000 in BTC saved for retirement, and that's according to Morgan Creek co-founder, which is Jason. So one of the things that you want to know about this one, this is from today's Gazette, is that people are in fact putting money into digital assets, Bitcoin primarily being it. If 1 in 3 Americans have 5,000 saved, again, I think we're at the beginning of this, and you should be thinking about how you could possibly put something. Listen, get off zero. You don't want to not be exposed to digital assets in your portfolio going forward, because we could potentially see a parabolic run on the market once again. That was like 2017. And if that happens again and you have zero digital assets, that would be unfortunate. I'm not a financial advisor, so I can't give you financial advice. I'm giving you information that you guys should know about. Okay. The last thing is what Bitcoin did. This is a great one because it's talking about one of the biggest news articles that came from Consensus when I was there last week in New York, is that Daniel Buchner here is going to be talking about Microsoft and why they're building a decentralized identity on the Bitcoin blockchain. And that's big news, because when you're building this on the public blockchain, it sends a significant signal about the whole industry as a whole. Okay, I'm going to get back on so I can tell you all, hey, listen, it's Monday. We've got about 11 more days, and then we're going to be done with May and into June. Summer's going to be here. Things are going to be great. So I'm hoping you're having a blast, enjoying yourself. And again, have a marvelous Monday. This has been Paul McNeil, the Crypto Curator. Have a good day.